day 18, and we're back in the car.
We're back in the car early. Cleared out our campsite at 7:30 in the morning. Everything's soaked. We're damp.
Yeah, we were dry in the tent, but everything was...
Yeah, we were dry and warm and everything,
wet.
but yeah, it just never did, of course, dry out, even though the sun came out for just that tiny bit.
So we brushed our teeth, and this is us.
All caps. This is us today. So we're in
We have a long drive.
We do. We have like a, well, like almost
five and a half. Not super long, but longer than the last couple of days.
Yeah. And now we're in search of coffee and some food and gas and ice, which is usual routine. We try not to leave places without those things being done. And
well, there was nothing here.
We were camping.
Yeah.
So here we go. We're off.
Off to, where's that?
Williamsport, Pennsylvania.
Bullfrog Brewing.
Bullfrog Brewing. Yeah, that's right. Jeremiah was a Bullfrog brewer.
Huh.
Okay.
We made it.
We made it to Williamsport, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it was a beautiful drive. It was...
The scale on the whimsical was up to 3.
It was a little bit whimsical.
We're pretty sure that mama turkey and her babies made it across the highway.
Stressed me out.
It does.
Yeah, it's just a little hard when you're on the road after camping and after being rained on and you're in the same clothes the next day. We were happy to be here and have showered, and we're going to head out.
And we're dry. We're like, everything's nice. Dried off.
All the way through.
Yeah.
So we're going to head out to the first place, which is the little driveway.
What's it called?
It is called...
I think
Riepstine. I'm not really sure how to say it, but I think it's Riepstine or Riepstine. We'll find out when we get there.
And then there's another one, and then we came here because Bullfrog Brewery is right across the street, and we really lucked out with this hotel. It says it's owned by Best Western, but it's actually this historic, really cool hotel.
Yeah, it's neat.
You know, you just can't predict on the hotel thing. You just never know. So
it's got pictures all down the wall, historic photos, makes it seem like it's shining.
It's a little bit. You need a big wheel in the hallways, but it's really cool. Yeah. Okay, it's sponsored beer time. Yes. We're very excited. We were so excited to see a sponsored beer come through from Robert Tinkler. Robert Tinkler. He's a history professor at Chico State, and I think he's like the sweetest human on the planet. I'm pretty sure. So Robert, we found ourselves in Williamsport, Pennsylvania at this great brewery that came recommended by all the locals called Riepstine's, and they have a really amazing IPA. So I'm having Alpha Minor IPA.
I'm at the Alpha Deuce. So this, it is a really good IPA. One of the best.
Yeah, one of the best we've had on the trip. So you did a really good job. You know.
Thanks a lot, Robert.
Sponsored this. Really sweet of you.
Stickers in the mail.
I know you're not following us on social media, so I'll ask you at some point. Like, how'd you find it? How'd you find us? Thanks, Robert. Ready? So we just went to 2 pubs in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Riepstine's pub and Bullfrog Brewery. And it's interesting because the other one, the Riepstine's, was not on our radar at all. And then the locals here were like, you need to go to that. And they were kind of dissing on the Bullfrog Brewery. And we went in there with a very open mind. So
well, the Riepstines held up what people were saying.
Yeah.
It's amazing beers.
Really good beer.
Solid,
Their IPA was so good and solid and not too piney. And then I had a vanilla latte stout that was so good that we took home a crowler.
Yeah.
Like it was delicious.
And the people were really nice.
Yeah. It was actually his daughter that was working. She was home from college, and she was full of information.
Sauerkraut balls.
Oh my God, we had sauerkraut balls. They were like ham and sauerkraut and something with some honey mustard. I'm sure like 4 or 5 calories a piece.
4 or 5.
Yeah, 500, whatever. And then Bullfrog Brewery, we did have really good food. I got to say, I had a quinoa salad.
We tried to be very open because everybody,
so
like from the Lyft drivers to
different. But no, everybody was dissing on this place, and there's a reason. They've been around for a long time. They've been around since like '96.
Yeah, it sounds like they were big, and then head brewer left, and
new brewer.
We were open to it, but
they've got and some of it was okay. Very fruit forward. I mean, if you want an orange IPA, it tastes just like that.
Yeah.
That whole thing where it's like an essence, where there's a little bitterness at the end.
Well, to me, it's almost like when they use the zest. Like sometimes there's too much, and there's like a pithiness. And so all the
they
stuff
were a little bit like that.
The lemon IPL was actually it was okay, but it was just had this sharp bitterness.
And here's the other thing, and this is pro tip for those of you who have breweries, like we're doing this 32-day craft beer thing, and we're going to a lot of cool places, and we have people who are outside the breweries get more excited, and I realize that you have people behind the bar that are just trying to make a living and are sometimes students and whatever, but there is sometimes there's an indifference. Couldn't be less interested in beer.
Because we always end up chatting it up. Eventually, people ask, where are you from?
And you can tell they could care less about beer. And I think it's really weird to have people pouring beer behind the bar who, it's just they could work at Denny's. Like it doesn't matter that they're at a craft beer place. So that part's weird sometimes. Yeah.
So if you end up in this part of the world, we definitely recommend
Riepstine's pub is great, and I might skip.
And there's another place that I guess they are dealing with their tasting room, New Trail.
Yeah.
That it sounds like is good, and we might be able to find it on tap here somewhere, but you can't go to their tasting room yet.
Yeah, town's nice.
There you go.
Okay. It's a cool level. 2. Car makes it 3.
Yeah. See, Google Maps has a thing to check to say don't take highways or don't take toll roads.
Am I going straight?
Yep.
You sure?
Yep. But there's also a slider for whimsical.
Yes.
And I've got it up on 3.